friends, I'm Erin, and this is Erin Go Live. It is a weekend reading vlog. It's Friday, just after 1 o'clock. I'm hoping for a really good reading weekend. It's supposed to be hot AF, like 110 style all weekend, and so it should be a good reading weekend. I just came out of a massage. My back was super stiff today, feeling much better, looser. I'm about to go home. Sam and Charlie are at my house right now, as they are on Fridays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And Sam and I are supposed to finish. We're gonna have about an hour and 15 minutes or so, which is all we need to finish. We started watching Captain Marvel the other day. The big kids are basically like catching me up, tutoring me on the Marvel universe, all the movies and everything. And so we're on Captain Marvel. We started it on Wednesday, but Dad came early. We didn't get to finish it. So we're going to finish that, and then I've got one more client for the day. And then I'm kind of hoping, Sam likes to spend the night a lot on Fridays. I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't, so I can have some good quiet reading time. I'm about halfway through Yellowface, which is so good. I'm like irritated at life that I have to do other things other than read that book right now. I'm also reading Room, which I'm maybe a third of the way through. Interested in that. I also just got a book. It's a Christian middle grade fantasy sent to me by the author. That looks really good. So yeah, just hoping for a good reading weekend. Other than working tomorrow, I don't plan on doing anything necessarily outside of the house. So yeah, hopefully that means I will get lots of reading and maybe, housework. Housework done. I am currently reading or procrastinating reading Yellowface. Rebecca is stressing me out. This book is so good. It's so good, but it's so affecting because of the stress that our protagonist has put herself in, the position that she's put herself into. I'll tell you more about Yellowface in a bit, but I just wanted to start off the vlog telling you what I'm doing. My dog is coming to visit me. I'll tell you what we have to come, books I will be reading, plans for the weekend. So it's supposed to be 1,000,000,000 degrees here in Sacramento this weekend, like 110 all weekend kind of thing. And so the plan is to be at home in the air conditioning, which you may hear running right now. Hopefully less cuddling with my dog than is happening right now, because he be warm. But hopefully there'll be a lot of reading that gets done. And to do that, it means I have to quit screwing around with my phone. And when I vlog, it tend to help me to spend less time just screwing around on my phone, scrolling and just checking for notifications, which make myself crazy doing that. So I would like to actually read. So let me tell you what else I'm reading. So reading Yellowface. My goal is to read one more chapter of this tonight. I just finished a chapter before I start watching some TV. So Yellowface is going on, stressing me out. I'm also reading Room by Emma Donaghue. This is my third Emma Donaghue. I read The Wonder and The Pull of the Stars. Really liked both of those. I'm not enjoying Room nearly as much as I have those other ones, and I think it's because of the child protagonist. I'm still quite compelled by the story, like what's happening, why are they in this room, why are they stuck in this room. It's this little boy Jack and his mom. Jack just turned 5 and they're in this room, and there's what's in the room, and then there's what's make-believe, what's outside, what's in the TV, and all he knows of the world is in this room. He was born in this room, and that's all he knows in existence. And his mom, though, lived once outside of the room, and so somehow she's been taken, and we don't really know the story of what's going on there, and things are slowly being revealed as we're going on. This is a buddy read with Krista at Books and Jams, and I am about 90 pages into this, and so I will definitely be wanting to make a good, some good headway in this weekend. I said weekend. That was weird. Then I just got I think he signed it for me. Yeah, signed copy of Linden Falls by Joshua Hershey. This is a middle grade Christian fantasy. Not something I have read, a lot of. I guess like the Chronicles of Narnia probably be the only other thing, that would kind of fall in that category. But the blurb sounded interesting. So Mabel is a rumored witch. I can't say that. Mabel is a rumored witch whose kingdom belongs to Lavian the serpent. Her people are enslaved in darkness, but everything changes when Mabel discovers a book that transports her to a world of angels and demons. There she wields swords of fire and faces Tianan, a spirit-infested dragon. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but yeah, so I told the guy, yeah, send it to me, and I will give it I'll give it a look over. So that is Linden Falls by Joshua Hershey, and it's shiny. And then I have my nonfiction book club book, which I would like to get started. This is Solito by Javier Zamora. This is a Read with Jenna book club book. Who was it? Oh, Kim, Middle of the Book March, recently was talking about, like, are you more, I think I talked about this recently too. I had talked about recently that she had talked about this. Like, are you more or less likely to read a book because it has a book club, a celebrity book club sticker on it, and this is, one of the unremovable stickers. There was actually a comment specifically, like, referring to, without saying her name, referring to Jenna's book club in the very self-aware Yellowface. So anyway, this is a memoir. I think it's an immigrant story. Sandra Cisneros blurbs it. A young poet tells the unforgettable story of his harrowing migration from El Salvador to the United States at the age of 9 in his moving, page-turning memoir hailed as the mythic journey of our era. That is from Sandra Cisneros. Oh, the mythic journey of our era is the quote from Sandra Cisneros. Got that. But I don't think we're meeting until September, so I have a ways to go on this, but it is a pretty chunky guy. But it's actually not as long as it looks. It's so weird sometimes when books do that. This is under 400 pages, but it looks chunkier than it is. Must be thick pages. Nice thick pages. So you can be my accountability partner now. I'm going to read not with the dust jacket on, because who reads with the dust? Do you read with the dust jacket on or not? I was actually thinking about the other day, because I hate, the only reason I don't like reading it is because it slides around, right? So I was thinking, especially when the book is white or light colored, you get like fingerprints all over it and everything. And, like the book gets like dingy and dirty after a time, especially if it's a longer book and you're reading it for a long time. So I was thinking, like, would it be weird to like make like a paper bag book cover like you used to do in elementary school for your textbooks while you're actually reading the book to protect it, and then it keeps the dust jacket nice, it's not annoying, it doesn't slip around, and it keeps the book nice? I was literally lying in bed thinking about the other night. Anyway, I'm going to read the next chapter of this, and then I'm going to watch I think it's the last 2 episodes of Ted Lasso, before I go to bed. Go to bed, you're like, Erin, it's still light outside. I know, but I go to bed early. What can I say? The sun doesn't go down till late. Right, it is Saturday morning, 9:53 a.m. I just parked in front of the gym. I only have one client to train, but I have to watch the gym, cover the gym until 1. So I have Yellowface with me. I read a couple chapters this morning. I'm a good way through it now, maybe 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through it. And damn, this girl just keeps making poor choices. So, if you don't know the premise of Yellowface, it's Rebecca F. Kuang or R.F. Kuang. The story is about this woman, Juniper, who is friends, kind of friends. It's kind of like a weird relationship with this just real hotshot Asian American author, Athena, and they are together when Athena tragically dies in like a kind of a funny freak kind of accident way, and she had just told Juniper about this manuscript that she just finished that morning. It's sitting on the typewriter in her office. So before Juniper goes home, but after Athena has died, she takes this manuscript, and after some hemming and hawing, she basically rips it off, uses the story. She does rewrite it as her own, but she very much plagiarizes, steals this manuscript. There's some fallout regarding that. There's lots and lots. There's so much inside baseball, inside publishing that's going on in this book. That, I think, is one of the really fun parts about it, especially because Rebecca Kuang is, an author, and she's a highly touted author. of in a marginalized group, and so there's lots and lots of commentary about, there's lots and lots of talk about racial issues, about publishing, about the Twitter atmosphere, about just so much nuance, so many nuances that you imagine that she has probably experienced in her life as herself, with other authors, that kind of thing. And then basically our main character, Juniper, just continues to make really poor decisions. And that's kind of where I'm at. The poo has kind of just hit the fan, and we're just starting to get into the fallout of yet another really poor decision. So I'm going to head into the gym. It's going to be a scorcher today. It's supposed to be like 110 or something like that. I'm probably just going to spend the day on the couch, probably be watching some Wimbledon this afternoon. I actually know who won the women's final, but the women's final will be on when I get home, the replay of it. So I'll probably watch a bit of that while I'm reading. And the goal for today is to finish Yellowface. I might even get some time, if I'm not too busy in the gym, reading this on the treadmill while I'm just covering the gym. Check in with you later, and we'll see my thoughts on the end. So it's Sunday afternoon now, almost 4. It is 110 degrees. And I'm about to go into the gym, and I just can't, it's just too hot. I didn't feel like getting up this morning. Even this morning, it felt too hot to go for a walk. So I'm going to go inside, get some movement, walk on the treadmill for a while. I'm going to do about 20 to 30 minutes on a spin bike. I'm actually going to get in the sauna. I could probably just hang out outside, but maybe not the same therapeutic benefit as I could get actually sitting in the sauna for 20 minutes. Probably couldn't make it without just frying, sitting out for 20 minutes right now out in the sun. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I'm actually going to check out directly behind me. There's a new-ish Irish pub that I haven't been to yet. So I brought some clothes to change into, and I'm just going to go in and have a beer, and I'm not sure what they have for food. I'm just going to have something kind of light for dinner. Not very hungry today. I ate kind of late. I just had some cantaloupe a while ago to kind of tide me over until I get whatever I'm going to have over there. Maybe a burger, a sandwich, or a salad. I don't know. But just feel like a nice cold beer. I brought room with me, so I'll read that while I'm there. And I did finish Yellowface earlier today. There's also Wimbledon, so I watched the Wimbledon final. Epic final, historic, amazing. If you're into tennis, you know. And Yellowface was so freaking good. So it's so inside publishing. I absolutely loved those aspects of it. And then the nuanced yet also in your face racial elements of it. And just having this main character that, because she's the main character, there are points where you kind of want to root for her, but she makes such poor choices, and she's just such a blockhead that you're like, what the hell is wrong with you? So it's this weird tug of war of emotion, kind of somewhat rooting for her, and then what the hell is happening? I hope you get poetic justice. And I have a hard time just completely being against someone. I always kind of I think that's like this empathy thing that I have. I'm a very empathetic person, and so I will often see something someone else's way and have a hard time completely seeing them as just bad. And so I definitely didn't see Juniper as just bad. I saw her as a person who made a really poor choice and continued to put herself in really bad situations. And so in that sense, I was kind of, empathizing with her and thinking, kind of putting myself in her shoes, and thinking if this was me, how would I try to get out of this? And so that just makes the drama of it, the stress of it, the kind of claustrophobia of it so much more intense, and which just makes you want to, it both makes you want to keep reading, and it makes you want to stop and meditate at the same time. So fantastic. Loved the ending, loved the whole thing. Yellowface is worth the hype. It's definitely the type of book that I would, in some circumstances, choose not to read because it is so hyped, and I just don't want to I tend to not want to read the book that everybody is reading. I'm so glad that I read Yellowface. Super, super good. I've got The Burning God sitting there on my kitchen table, which is the third book in the Poppy War series. So I may be getting to that one sooner or later just because I'm so up on R.F. Kuang right now. Or Rebecca F. Kuang, as she is for Yellowface. So I'm going to head into the gym, get my body movement. I've literally taken 1,100 steps so far today. Just been laying on the couch with the fan on me, reading or watching Wimbledon or baseball or whatever. So it's time to get moving, and then have a nice relaxing evening with a book and a beer, go home, shower, and get ready for the week. It's Monday morning. I am over halfway through Room. I just got through like a really cool part of the book, so I'm very much loving it now. It was a little bit of a slow start for me getting used to the child narrator voice, and but still really compelled about like what's happening, why are they there, what's their story, how are they going to escape the room, all this kind of stuff. So that's where I'm at with that. Started Solito just a little bit yesterday, and other than that, it's time for the work weeks. But I'd love to know, are you an Emma Donaghue fan? Have you read Room? What is your favorite Emma Donaghue? I read The Wonder, The Pull Over the Stars, and halfway through Room now. Thank you for watching. Remember, every day is a great day for a great day, all day.